Okay, we're having two more guests, and these are lovely entrepreneurs that have been around for quite some time in Berlin. Especially my first guest that I want to announce. Give it up for Philippa Pauen.
Hello.
And I mean, when you have been here for only 3 or 4 months, then you can say about yourself that you have been around quite long in Berlin. So give it up for my second guest, Anna Yukiko Bickenbach.
Hallo.
This is how you should do it. Always bring a lot of fans.
Yeah.
So, okay, Philippa, you are the CEO of Wummelkiste. And Wummelkiste is abo commerce. So it means you just see a nice product and you want to have it every month. In your case, that is a box with goodies for children between 3 and 8 years old. So can you please tell me, because your market is around like 10 million people big in Germany, so it's 1 out of 8 Germans, how many of these market people have you already reached? How many clients do you have?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell any journalist.
I mean,
very sorry, but it's going very well. But just to make it short, it's not goodies, because that's a misunderstanding we often have. Okay. So it's not a birch box or glassy box for kids, but something we actually make up. So we have 3 different toys we actually produce ourselves, we invent ourselves, which we put inside the box. It's just very, very important for us to have that clear.
Yes, and you're right, because goodies is not respectful, yes.
No, not about being not respectful. It's more about...
Can you show them?
Yeah, sure.
Because you have them
with you. I'm not a
everybody
safe person, but
everybody
still.
gets a box afterwards?
Well, I don't know whether everybody actually likes to do arts and crafts projects. Yeah, I don't have that many.
Okay, so
go and approach me
everybody
later.
to Philippa after the show and take a subscription, right?
Yeah. You can pay for them, so I'm pretty happy if you just buy them.
Okay, show me what's inside, and then Anna will already tell what it is, because you have an Android app, which is called Ecotastic.
Ecotastic.
Right. So what does it exactly do?
So basically, we have a reward system to reward people that are being environmentally friendly. And we track the environmentally friendly actions with our app, and people get points, and then they can redeem the points for a reward or gift certificate from one of our partner companies.
Yeah. So it's you need then companies who want to give rewards to your audience, and you need a lot of customers on this platform so that it gets interesting for these companies.
Exactly.
How does it go so far?
So far, it's going really well. We have good feedback, and we're actually coming out with the alpha app in May. So this is perfect PR. So everyone knows you can check out Ecotastic. There's critical mass on both sides. So you have to have users on one side and partner companies on the other that are, we look for the quality, and they're all sustainable. They have sustainable business practices. So we want to create a community of values. The point is we have users that we motivate to become more sustainable. And at the same time, we have our partner companies that we introduce them to and say, hey, look, this is the green alternative. Do this instead of the old conventional style. So that's kind of what we're targeting.
And why are you so such a fan of sustainability? Because we all know that if the big industries save 0.5%, they make up like for 200 million customers. You will never acquire 200 million customers. So is it really efficient to, on that scale, really try to do something for a sustainable world?
I wouldn't say that we can't acquire them. I think the future looks quite...
200 million?
Yeah, sure, why not? Anything's possible. So
love it. That's a great answer.
Yeah, I think generally the generation is very environmentally conscious, so they just need a kick in the ass to become more active, and that's what we're offering them. So I think it's very possible.
Philippa, what's in the box?
In the box, we have a different theme every month.
Show it to the camera, right? So
where's the camera? Which one is it? That one? We have a different theme every month, so that's been our most recent box.
Let me help you. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you, you're so kind.
Wait.
That one is on gardening, because it was supposed to be actually much nicer and warmer by the beginning of March. It wasn't in the end, but that's the latest box we have. You get a scissor that usually is personalized. It isn't, because I was late and forgot to bring a box. So usually it's printed the name of the kit.
Okay.
We have four different projects in that box. That's an inspirational box only. for those kids to do some extra work on gardening. We always have brand products for those products that actually get pre-produced by our suppliers. So, for example, that's a Helix. I'm doing advertisement for Helix now. That wasn't a plan.
No problem.
Yeah. Well, and then
Nobody watching anyway.
True. And then we've got like 3 different projects. All of them have a little manual look like that. You've got illustrated step-by-step introductions.
My arm gets tired.
So that I'm so sorry. Maybe you just put it on and I show it to the camera, like from, So I just take out things from there.
Yeah, we get there.
As well. You have little animated stuff so that kids who can't read, because it's for ages 3 to 8, so that usually can't read, can actually follow as well. It's the first one.
This?
It's a Bender quiz.
Okay.
So you have to color all those different signs, and you have to follow the string. And if you make it right, it actually shows the pattern on the. Sorry, that one. It actually shows the pattern on the back. I love that one. It's a small glass garden.
It's an empty jar.
Yeah, it is. But you actually plant your own garden in there. And
what?
The great thing is...
I plant my... What?
Yes, you do. Hang on.
I'm not in the target group, right?
No, you're not. Maybe I can make you at some point, but you need to listen closely.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So it's a Flaschengarten. I don't actually know the English expression, but the great thing is you only put in water once. You garden your own seeds, and then you don't need to water it again. But you can actually follow how the water moves up to the top, and it rains inside the glass. So you can actually follow everything.
And now I really understand, because your team really produces a lot of these products yourself. So I see now that you're super passionate about this.
Yes, I am.
It's totally different from like buying with the big brands toys and putting them in a box.
Well, we have those big
them.
brands and we need to buy from them. But usually around 50% of the materials actually are produced for us, so you wouldn't find these kind of materials anywhere else. Yeah.
One question, because mobile is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
But how many people are now ordering through their mobile? Because there's a big question about converting on a mobile. Are people actually buying?
Yes, they are, because we did TV campaigns and that actually did increase our mobile visitors. It is true that for such a product, it's not that easy to convert on mobile sites, since you need some explanation, to be honest. It's nothing as you put it, it's not goodies, so we need to explain what we actually do. It's much harder to do it on a screen like that size. It's really hard. However, since people like to interact with us as well, social media is really important. Parents love our blogs, especially moms, because they got lots of DIY tips what to do with their kids. It helps us to just generate like the buzz, and we convert them at some later point in time.
When?
It depends, but I think usually you say you need between 7 and 8 interactions with the customer.
And then they book it through the web app.
Yeah, that's why we do lots of PR as well, because it just helps us to explain what we actually do.
Yeah.
And we basically do every single marketing channel you can think of, and then at some point they actually do buy.
Yeah. So you have a huge marketing budget, because you're even talking about TV commercials?
It's not huge. It's more about being targeted. So we have a really nice target group, which obviously is parents and more specific moms. So we don't need to spend that much of an extra money on just going for reach, but we need to choose wisely. Yeah. That's how it works.
Because, Anna, for you, this question, of course, about how to market, I mean, you don't have the money. It's simple enough to.
Yeah, we have zero. Yeah, so we got the hard way.
Yeah. So what's the strategy here?
The strategy. I mean, obviously we have social media, Facebook, Twitter, and then we have the whole community and kind of the competitions that we took part of. But more importantly, what we're focusing on is we have a lot of partner companies that are also on Facebook. So when we launch, we say, hey, you can tell all your users that they can win one of your great gift certificates. Yeah. So we're kind of going step by step.
Yeah,
can you hear me still?
Yeah. Yeah. But is this still working? Because Facebook, especially amongst the younger generation, is declining already, right? So this whole sharing and telling your friends, is that really a model for the future?
I think a lot of really great marketing just works when you have a good product.
Yeah,
and
but that's not a good argument. No, it's because I have a great product, it will sell myself.
It's word by mouth, and maybe eventually us founders will have to put on one of those tight neon suits and run around Berlin and be like, Ecotastic. But that's kind of the guerrilla, marketing tactic. But sure.
Okay, so that's the plan.
The plan is we do. The plan is I'm sitting right here and I'm marketing and hopefully doing the best that I can, that people know what Ecotastic's about, and we just take anything that comes our way and try to do the best out of it. Yeah.
Can people who come up to you now sign up for the beta and help
Oh,
you
definitely.
test?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. So I hope they will do that.
Yes. I
So,
hope so too.
a very big applause for my two wonderful guests, Philippa and Anna.
Dankeschön.